Hi guys, and welcome to my channel where we live, love, learn, and laugh. Karibuni sana. Alright, so I'm back again today, and I'm back with a topic. And my topic of discussion today is going to be understanding your worth and breaking generational limitations. Before I came on here, I was actually thinking, I was like, should I do this on this regular motivational speaking session, or should I just switch over to candid talks, and so I can be able to probably go a little bit further, and probably even give you a testimony of myself in one, two, three things. But then I decided, you know what, because today I'm actually very pressed for time. Man, as in this year has just been it's been a good year. But it's been a bit challenging. Timing has just, as in timing for me has been kind of hard to manage. There are some things I'm able to do, there's some things I'm not able to do, but with time, I believe that is going to change, and definitely I'm going to have much more time to be able to come on here and share a few things with you about life, and hopefully give somebody some insight out there on how to improve themselves, improve their situations, their conditions, circumstances. Because if there's one thing I know for sure in life, is that there's no situation that is permanent. There's no condition that the Lord, for those who believe in the Lord, cannot change. And so today I just decided, okay, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to speak about self-worth and the importance of value, and also generational limitations. So without getting ahead of myself, let me start by giving you a definition of what is self-worth. Self-worth is basically your self-esteem. You alone control how you feel about yourself. And if you're confident about yourself, then there's no need to please others. You don't live your life to see other people. Okay, it's good to see other people happy, and it's also good to wish for other people to be happy, and also to support them to get to their dreams and become happy. But you should not lose yourself in the middle of it. And so how is it, how is self-worth effective? Self-worth is effective basically because you have to learn how to love yourself. You have to learn how to put yourself first. And if you're in a situation or in a predicament where you feel like, or rather you actually put other people ahead of you or before you, and you don't really take care of yourself, then you might end up losing yourself in the middle of it all. And there's nothing as difficult as losing yourself, because the journey of finding yourself is usually twice as hard when you have already discovered your self-worth, but still you continue to put others ahead of you, especially others who don't even think of you. And I think actually I'm gonna speak about this much more, or rather I'm gonna give you a better picture when I do a video about love. I still haven't been able to do that video, but with time I believe I am going to be able to do it, because normally what I do is, when I'm doing these videos, I usually base them off my own experiences, either personal experiences or what I have seen other people experience. And then I also do research on top of that. I usually do a little bit of background digging, just so I can get information that can support basically the topic that I have on hand. So definitely I am working on that, and I will come back and I will share with you. But until then, let me stop digressing and go back to the topic of today, which is self-worth, and knowing your own value. Learning how to love yourself is the greatest gift of all. As in this life, you just have to love yourself. And there is a difference between loving yourself and being selfish. Being selfish is when you only think about yourself, like nothing else matters, nobody else matters, just you. But self-love is knowing your worth, and refusing to settle for less. Don't settle for what you already know you are not. And this usually happens in relationships. You can be in a relationship with someone, and then something happens and the two of you part ways, but later on in life, maybe you come back together, and you're able to communicate. And so at that point, you should look at your own goals and your own dreams and your own values. What is it that you value in life? And what is this person coming in to your life to bring? Are they adding any value, or are they taking away your value? And that is where, again, the importance of self-esteem comes in. You just don't live your life to make somebody else happy. Sometimes you can be in a relationship with someone and all you're thinking about is just, that person. Like, you want to see them happy, you want to see them progress. But then if that person is not doing anything for themselves, to better their own situation, then once you know your own value, don't lose your value and settle for less. Don't settle for what they have settled for. And that goes in line with, is it worth ever losing your dignity for anything in life, including love? Dignity should never be lost to anyone or to anything. Uphold your values and continue to live by them. Sit back, go back to the drawing board and ask yourself, what is it that I want with my life? When everything is said and done, in like 2 years, 5 years, even set goals for yourself. In 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, where do I want to be in life? What do I want to achieve in my life? And this person that I'm with, what are they bringing into my life? How are they adding any value towards where I'm headed? And if you sit down and you do the pros and cons and you realize that, they're actually taking away value, or they are not bringing in any value, that is going to help you to achieve your dreams, then it is better to let that person go. That doesn't mean that you have to be enemies. And this is not just for love. This is across the board. The people you associate yourself with, it can be your friends, it can be your family, it can be, like I said, your lover, if you're in a relationship. You have to look at your end goal. What is it that you're looking for in life? And is that person bringing anything that is going to help sustain you to get to where you're supposed to be, or where you wish to be, or rather where you were created to be? And so, with that said, love should not be begged for. And although love should never be lost out of pride, we also must not lose our dignity over love. What if you have already lost your dignity for love? No matter what people take away from you, just like there's this one song that I love so much from Whitney Houston, and it's the song "The Greatest Love of All." No matter what they take away from you, you should never allow anybody to take away your dignity. Never lose your own self-respect for someone else. Always be determined to achieve your goals, to achieve your dreams. And if that is not happening with the people that are around you, then it's high time you consider whether it is worth being around those people. And so, today I didn't have much to say. That was basically, I'm trying not to make this video too long at the same time, but my take on it is you have to know who you are and you have to value yourself. Because if you don't put value on your own life, someone else will put that value for you. And when they put that value for you, it's going to be a situation where you're basically going to be living for that person, or rather you'll be living for those people. You'll be living to see other people achieve something which themselves they are not even putting the effort to achieve. And I do understand that sometimes situations can be difficult, especially if we're talking about long-term situations, in relationships, if we're talking about marriage, in friendships. There are those friendships where maybe you have been friends with that person or with those people for a while, and you're wondering, okay, if I break free from these people, what's going to become of my life? And maybe they support you in one or two things, and you're wondering, okay, if I walk away from the support that they give me, am I going to be able to achieve my dreams? And that goes back to knowing your own value and refusing to settle for less, refusing to settle for what you know is not what you desire in your life. All right. So yes, I think I'm gonna end this video here for tonight. I don't really have much more to add on to that. You know, this was just a topic that came on as a by the way, and I didn't actually get to speak much about, you know, generational curses and how they can limit you, they can limit your thinking. You know, you have to get to a point where you let go of some certain habits. You know, you have to get to that point in life where you realize, okay, I am who I am, and this is what I want with my life. And so the people that I choose to surround myself with, they have to contribute towards my goals, towards my vision in a positive way. You know, they have to add some value for me to be around them, or for me to continue to sustain the type of relationship that you know, you currently have with them. And so I think what I'm gonna do for generational limitations, because I've realized that is actually a whole other discussion on its own. You know, generational limitations also come with generational curses. And so I think I'm just gonna do another video where I'm gonna speak about generational curses as a continuation to what I have started right now, which of course is also going to lead into Candid Talks. And in Candid Talks, that's where I was supposed to give you, or rather I am going to give you my own story about love, overcoming some certain challenges that, you know, have held me back in life, and you know, breaking free from them as well, because all those are connected. You know, generational limitations come with generational curses, and if you get to a point where you are able to separate yourself from those generational curses, then those generational limitations become broken, because whatever cycle that dictates your life for you, when you break free from it, then you have no more limitations based on that type of cycle. And so with that said, I'm going to end this video here. This was just like an insight on what is to come. And so definitely look out for that video for generational curses, and how to break free also from generational limitations, you know, which is just basically knowing who you are, valuing yourself, and refusing to settle for what you know is not your worth. You know, once you know your worth, and you know, yes, I am capable of achieving a lot in life, I am capable of getting to certain heights that probably you've never, you know, before you used to envision yourself, but you're like, nah, you know, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. And so once you get to that point and you realize, yes, I can do it, yes, I can make it, know your worth, know your value, and break free from the limitations that fight your progress. All right? And so with that said, love yourself always, and remember that the greatest love of all comes from within you. You know, learning how to love yourself and then beginning to actually love yourself is the first step to achieving your goals and your visions. And in the end of it all, you know, there's something called equilibrium, you know, a balance in life. And once you understand yourself, know who you are, know your worth, then you will be able to balance, and you're going to be able to attract that which is going to also sustain you, you know, in your own worth, and with you knowing your own value. You know, the other day, actually, before I wrap this up, I was having a discussion with someone, one of my friends, and they were telling me that, oh no, you know, right now I'm just living my life, but when I get a special person, you know, in my life, then I'm going to change my ways and I'm going to start being a better person. And I told that person, I said, no, you know, you don't change, you don't wait to meet someone in order to change, you know. And in order for you to meet the right person, you have to make the right changes first, because you attract that which you yourself you are. You know, how you think of yourself is exactly what you're going to attract. And so if you're looking for someone, who's going to help you get to a different level in life, then you have to change your thinking and you have to change your ways in order to attract that which you desire to have. But you can't sit around and say, no, when this type of person comes into my life, then I'm going to change. When things go my way, then I'm going to become successful. No, you have to continue pursuing your dreams, even when situations seem as though they are not working. Everything you're trying, you just keep knocking doors, and they all keep getting shut in your face. You keep moving, keep going, keep believing, and never lose your value. Don't lose your self-esteem. Don't let anyone take away your dignity from you, and continue to pursue and chase your dreams. Sawa sawa. All right, until next time, have a great rest of your day, night, evening, depending on the time that you're watching this video, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Mwah. Now I love.